Excellent. Restarting in a moment. If you're there, say hi. We get a show on the road. Boom. There we go. Hello. How's it going? Well, we're here again. Another P3D installation. Another, a load of people who get confused easily. But this is flight simulation. This ain't, you know, GTA. So it can be tricky. Anyway, let me bring you into what I can see here. So if I do this right, this should work. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. That didn't work. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Try that again. That'll do. You can do it and then it doesn't go right in the night. Whatever, okay? Can everybody hear me okay? Just type in yes, no, sod off, whatever in the chat if you can hear me, just so I know I'm actually streaming this. Otherwise, it's a waste of time, isn't it? Oh, hang on a second. Oh, I'll sort you out in a minute, mate. Yes, thank you, Miles. Thank you very much. Right, so as you can see here now, you'll have to forgive the coloring, by the way. It's a little bit bright, I know that. I'm on a HDR monitor, and I'm not actually using my, like, I don't know. It's going to look bright, guys, okay? But that's my end. So let me see if I can tone that down. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? That should be a bit better for you. Anyway. So, do you know what? A hotfix, guys, isn't the same as an update. And yeah, I already see people in the P3D forum saying my Sim's broke. I see people in Facebook, you know, saying, oh, this isn't working, or showing, you know, things that aren't working. And I'm like, bloody hell, man. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and preempt a load of hassle on the P3D websites, okay? By going through the updates to this hotfix, or the installation, sorry, to this hotfix, because it's not the same as the update to 5.1 from 5.0. So like 5.0 to 5.1 was a major sim update, and usually the numbers going up 0.1 to 0.2 to 0.3, they're major sim revisions, okay? So obviously the revision from 4.5 to 5.0 was a complete change of its core. The DirectX 11 to DirectX 12, integration of TrueSky, just loads of stuff going on. You're right, Loxley, mate. You're right, Virtual Pilot. So a load of changes. Now, these little hotfixes are not major changes at all. They're just like, oh, a little tweak, you know, here and there. They're not big things. They don't require the reinstallation of every add-on you've got. They don't require you to uninstall everything to reinstall it again. You don't need to do any of that. But at the end of the day, if you don't do it correctly, you won't see the benefit of what they've actually tweaked. And I've seen a lot of people, or some people show that as well, where they've literally gone, well, it hasn't done anything for me, and then you find out that they haven't actually installed it correctly. So I'm going to shut this sim down, and I'm going to make sure it's shut down as well by looking in Process Lasso and making sure that that P3D icon thing goes, because sometimes it hangs around, and if it's still running when you try and, you know, there we go, it's gone. Uninstall or reinstall something, then that's going to be a problem. Oh, hello. Let's not show that. Details, mate. Details. There we go. Anyway, I'll blur that out later. I figured you were stalking me. I don't know who you are, mate. So, oh, Miles. You're talking to Miles. Sorry. All right, fair enough. Okay, guys. So, like anything, you know, first off, go check your updates to make sure that there's no Windows updates. Okay, this is step 1 now, guys. Also, obviously, make sure you download the actual P3D update, which that ain't it. Where is it? There it is. So I've already downloaded both the SDK and the P3D update, which will verify in my account. So here, no Windows updates. We're all up to date there. Make sure your drivers are up to date for your GPU as well, which you'll note if you're on NVIDIA, you'll have a little warning sign here to say, yo, dude, update. Check your AMD video card, make sure that's up to date. And then a quick scan of the PC to make sure that the Windows operating system isn't actually got any issues either. Okay? Because there's no point in putting P3D on a broken system. Why wasn't that even typing? There we go. Okay, so running a quick scan is easy. You bring up a command prompt like this. You put sfc / scan now, just like that. Okay, and then hit enter, and this Windows operating system now is going to check itself and go, yep, we're okay. That's not a problem. While that's running, I'm also going to bring up my cleaner, and I'm going to get this ready as well, because we're going to need to run this to clean up a few files after we've done things, as a matter of precaution only. Wonderful. So we'll do a quick registry scan now to make sure there's no issues. Oh, Microsoft Edge. Well, I've deleted that off my system, so goodbye. I've also removed Active Sky as well. But I'll get into that in a second. Actually, I'll do it now. Good to grab Adam live as his videos. Oh, thanks, Miles. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Do you know what, guys? I got a message off Lockheed Martin today. I got a message off one of the scenery developers from Lockheed Martin saying, I work at Lockheed Martin on P3D making the scenery, and we really appreciate all your videos that you're doing. We really appreciate all the help. And I was like, wow, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. I was really like, you know, almost like embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I was, you know, really like, it's nice to be appreciated, you know. It's better than the trolls that I used to get, so, which I still get, but that's life. Just ignore the trolls, I say. So yeah, first off, make sure your PC is okay. Make sure you're downloading and updating your sim on a PC that's not broken, okay? Because if you have trouble with your PC with your sim after you've installed it, you won't know if it's your PC or if it's the simulator doing this. But we can narrow things down now by doing it right the first time and not having to do it again and again afterwards. So this is almost finished now. How's everybody doing anyway? You've been fine, yeah? You've had no issues with me. I've had no issues either. There we go. Windows hasn't got any issues either. We're all happy today, guys. We're all happy as Larry's. Watching, doing a clean install on my rig has just upgraded, so clean everything, mate, yeah. And de-bloat it as well, mate. If you're doing a clean upgrade, de-bloat Windows 10. Get rid of Cortina, get rid of all that crap, Microsoft Edge. Lights are flickering. Just, yeah, do it, nuke everything, mate. You know what I mean? Right, so next thing, because Active Sky have got an update, you need to completely uninstall Active Sky and CloudArt if you happen to use that as well, which I do, so I've uninstalled those as well. Run Chase Plane if you haven't already, and there's an update for that, so you might as well install that now before we even uninstall 5.1 whatever. So once you've uninstalled everything that we're going to prep in terms of, like, you know, not uninstalling the sim, and you've checked your PC to make sure it's all working good, now we're ready to go and you know, get the update and download it and install it here. Now I've already uninstalled the SDK kit, which isn't a requirement for anybody unless you're developing software for or add-ons for the sim, which I make my own scenery, so I've uninstalled the SDK kit. So that's the first thing you need to uninstall. Secondly, go to the website, into your downloads thing, and get the the zip file, the academic. If you're on a wired connection and it's a really good stable connection, get the zip file. If you're on a bit of a, you're like me, you're on a wireless, bit of a dodgy connection maybe, then get the individual files, and as soon as they've downloaded, put them in a zip file, okay, on your hard drive like I've done here, okay, zip them up tight. That way Windows can't get to them and corrupt them, okay. And now we're gonna unpack this sucker again. So we'll extract here for that. And while that's doing that, we can now turn our attention to this. So, difference between a client upgrade like 0.1 to 0.2 to 0.3 and a hotfix is that there's major sim revisions in these client upgrades where it goes from 5.0 to 5.1. Okay, and you need to uninstall everything to reinstall the sim properly. If you don't uninstall everything and reinstall everything on a client upgrade, then you're going to be missing things. You're going to be probably getting more crashes as well, right? And on a hotfix update, you don't need to do everything like that. So looking at the website, quickly make a dash to the P3D website, we can find out what exactly it is they've actually updated, So we go to the website, it says here, hotfix now available. We click on that, we scroll down. Okay, what have we got here? Client fixes, so they've updated their client. Great, we'll do that. Scenery, okay, so they've updated their scenery, but they don't list anything for content. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. And you don't need to uninstall the big 68 gig file either, which contains your sim, because, well, that's the content really. So the client and the scenery are the only two things you need to uninstall. So uninstall the client, right? And if it says, do you want to deactivate your license? Say no. Say hell no. I don't want to deactivate that. You've been doing updates, but you may go for a clean install. Hey Ross, how's it going, mate? RT253, RF253, how's it going, mate? Oh, Ross, that's Ross, sorry, yeah. Aviator, how's it going? Hope he will be back live session soon. Miss these live streams. Oh, thanks, Aviator, appreciate that, mate. It's just a bit hard on a wireless connection to do these live streams like this, because you get dropouts and stuff. It's a bit, ugh. You must be missing things. You've only been doing the client update. Rip. Hey Don, how's it going, mate? Long time no see. So sometimes, by the way, the scenery might take a while to do. It might take it a while to either uninstall or reinstall. But it shouldn't nuke your OBS. Here we go, finally. So yeah, if you only uninstall the client and download and reinstall the client, you're not going to fix TrueSky's issues that you find in your sim. Because the issues that are within TrueSky on your PC that you're finding are fixed within the scenery part of the update and not the client. So that ain't going to help you, to be honest. I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I'm getting by. I'm busy, mate. Every time P3D brings something out, busy. Has anybody, how is the hotfix? Mate, we're about to find out. I've not installed it yet. I've not even looked at it. I'm doing it live right now, mate. This is it, mate. Do you know what I mean? Guys, there's going to come a point in this installation thing. What's that? There's going to come a point, by the way, in this installation when... No, we don't want to deactivate our license. Thank you very much. There's going to become a point in this installation when I have to restart my PC, and that's when the stream ends, I'm afraid. But I will take you through the next steps before I restart my PC that you have to complete once your PC restarts, okay? I mean, it'll be towards the end anyway, but, you know, the recycle bin is corrupted. Oh, my God. Well, Windows didn't catch that, so... They did mention that you can uninstall client and scenery and install it again. And if you have the previous version installed and you want to update. I don't know what that means, mate. That doesn't make sense, that. Hi, Adam. Just did all of the yesterday. Here we go again. Appreciate it. Brian, no worries, mate. I just want to get people flying. You know what I mean? I know what it's like when you're, you know, frustrated because your sim's not working like you want it to work, and you can't go and do a flight. I know what it's like, so I just want people to be able to get up in them skies and fly, because 2020 is a giant meme as it is. And dudes, we gotta do what we gotta do to keep ourselves sane and happy. And if that's flight simulation, then that's what we do. And I can totally understand and get when people are frustrated or upset because they can't do what they want to do to enjoy, you know, themselves. So it's like, I'm definitely gonna help anybody to be able to enjoy life. Do you know what I mean? The majority of complaints I've seen is the DGXI hangs, even from people with TI cards. Yet people won't budge on their settings or apply. I know. Do you know what, mate? I've come across people where I say, they come to me with an issue and they say, oh, can you help me? And I say, yeah, mate, I can help you. I don't have any issues on my PC with my simulator, so I can help you get yours working as well. Here's what you got to do. XYZ. I don't want to do that. Okay, that's up to you, mate, but that's what you need to do in order to fix your issue. Okay, but I'm not going to do... I'll do X, but I'm not going to do Y, and then, well, maybe Z. Okay, fine, but I can't guarantee those results, mate. And honestly, people, like, they just... then they go on to complain on Facebook and the forums. It didn't work for me. And it's like, well, you didn't listen to my advice, mate. You know what I mean? But they got plenty of time to complain. It definitely have, mate, yeah. I saw one person leave a Facebook group because their sim wasn't working. And I was literally like, dude, jump in my Discord right now. I will help you. Never heard from him again. Like, didn't even bother. You know, he responded to that post to say, no, you're all right, mates. And it's like, yeah, you're just all mouth, mate. That's all it is. You just got a gob and that's it. You just want to complain. There's people who just want to see the world burn at the end of the day. You can also download the clients and scenery installers to grab the hotfix. The majority of the changes can be found. Mate, who is this dude here? Costa, mate. What's going on here, mate? We're actually... Don't listen... Oh, no, seriously, mate. We're going through it right now, Costa, mate. Don't worry about it. You don't need to report the news, mate. Seriously, guys, don't listen to the... right. Do you know what? I'm just going to show you something here. Let me bring up the official P3D website. Sometimes don't listen to what people tell you. Right? So we're on the official Lockheed Martin P3D website where they actually announce this hotfix, yeah? HOTFIX 1, guys, available, yeah? Look at this. Only the client installer is required for the majority of fixes present in HOTFIX 1. Okay? That's the full sentence right there. Only the client installer is required for the majority of fixes present in prepared 5.1 HOTFIX 1. Okay? Costa, mate. You watch this now. You ready? We scroll down to these fixes, down to the scenery section, where the very first one says fixed various building vegetation and vehicle models that would blend incorrectly with clouds, with True Sky. That's been the biggest complaint that they've had from every user almost. Oh, True Sky, the buildings are popping out of True Sky. They don't blend. That's the biggest one. Yet Lockheed Martin don't recommend the scenery fix. Only the client is required for the majority of the fixes. Mate, your biggest bug is down in the scenery. So really, this should actually say only the client and scenery is required for the fixes present in HOTFIX 1. I mean, it says here, therefore, content and the SDK are optional. Mate, True Sky won't get fixed by just updating your client. Seriously, okay? It was about, seriously, like, sometimes people post things, I don't know, they think, right? Whoever wrote this out is, I mean, I don't know, mate. Having a laugh, I think, with people. You know, definitely, if it says a client fixes and improvements, download your client. If it says content fixes, download the content. If it says scenery fixes, like it does here, download the scenery, right? If it's a move into 5.1 into 5.2, download the entire thing, uninstall the entire thing, and start again. But we don't have to do that because this is a hotfix. So I'm just waiting for it to bloody extract here. I mean, I've only zipped this up about 10 minutes ago. Thanks for the explanation. I saw it on mate, FS Elite, mate. I wouldn't listen to them Muppets, since they're usually quite precise. I assumed it was legit. I mean, they just report the news, mate. They just regurgitate the information that they get from the source. Well, the source is wrong, or the source is not wrong. It's just a bit misinformed, or like not explained fully, or I don't know, it's misleading at the end of the day. You know, if you're going to take the time to update the client, I strongly recommend updating all the components. Client, hey, Virtual Pilot, do you work at Lockheed Martin, mate? Seriously, content, guys. I mean, if you want to uninstall it and reinstall it, go right ahead. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do what the fixes are for. Like, there's no need to, you know, remove your entire sim. But by the way, guys, if you do remove your entire sim, all your add-ons will still be in there. It, like, removing the sim just removes the sim. It doesn't even remove your CFG file. It leaves your CFG file behind when you uninstall your sim, if you do it this way. Seriously, right? You could uninstall P3D entirely, and your scenery file, your add-on file, and your CFG for P3D would still be on your PC. It leaves all that behind, and it doesn't touch your add-ons either. It's completely different in version 5, guys. They've added a bit of black magic as well to P3D, I think, because it just does stuff like on its own. It's magic, you know. Come on, bloody WinZip, what are you doing? He's taking his time here. It's not as daunting as... Exactly, Alan. It's not as daunting. I've seen people say uninstall all your add-ons, and I'm like, no, you don't need to do that, mate. What are you doing? Right, listen, I'm going to show you guys my add-ons, right, for P3D. You guys are going to have a heart attack. Right, I got 2 different types of add-ons, okay? Anybody who follows me knows exactly what I'm about to say, and I apologize. So in my actual Lockheed Martin folder here, I've got like add-ons like you'd expect to see in the folder, like PMDG, Orbex, Quality Wings. You know, there are add-ons like Ultimate Ground Crew X. There's loads of add-ons that install and have to install into the sim. But I also have add-ons outside of my sim in a separate, even on a separate hard drive as well, and they're XML'd into my sim. And this is the list of them all. There's planes, there's sceneries, there's airports, there's mega scenery. There's just loads of shit there. So I've got 2 different ways that I have to think about before I update my sim. There we go. Now he's moved. Right. So like I said, uninstall Active Sky. Okay, both CloudArt and the beta product, because there's a new update for that. So just delete the entire Active Sky off your system, nuke your client, and then install the client. Like, don't just uninstall everything, just uninstall the client, and now we're going to reinstall the client straight away. And again, this is after we've checked our PC, We've made sure everything's legit. In fact, I'm just going to fix... hang on. Let me cancel this first, actually. I'm just going to fix these issues here. Oh, actually, yeah. No, I don't really want to save that, actually. Thank you. Going to fix all them issues. They're gone now. Done. Really, I should restart my PC, but we won't. Because I can't. The stream would be gone. Bye-bye. Right, install. Let that do its magic. Not just the base, just the 3 components. I mean, content, mate, it's optional. You don't really need to do that. There's nothing in the content for it. It's nearly plug and play if you have Orbex installed outside the sim. Mate, you don't even have to touch Orbex, yeah? Orbex, it doesn't even move. You're going to, like, I have Orbex installed into my sim. I got loads of Orbex installed into my sim. Like, I'll show you my Orbex folder here. It's P3D, Orbex, version 5. There's all my Orbex stuff. It's outside of the sim, yet it's in the sim. And it'll still be in the sim even though we've just uninstalled. Right, so we've just installed our client. Now we're going to go and uninstall the scenery, sorry. Yeah, don't get rid of your add-ons, exactly. You don't need to uninstall add-ons, they're fine. Effects, everything will remain intact. Everything that's not a P3D installation, unless you've overwritten files, guys. If you've overwritten files, like from any builds or anything like that, then you'll need to reapply them, okay? But once you've done that, you're good to go, guys, seriously. Why won't just update Active Sky as opposed to a full update? Because I don't trust hi-fi simulations, to be honest, Alan. I don't trust them. I'd rather, I mean, personally, I don't even need to use Active Sky. I use Skyforce, and it works great. But I use Active Sky for the colors of the cloud art. But to be honest, I might just like import them into Skyforce somehow, and then I don't even need Active Sky. But I don't use Active Sky. The reason you uninstall it completely, though, is for one, they recommend that anyway. But two, they've had to change their SimConnect due to their incompatibility with 5.1. They had to rejig their SimConnect, and it's best to remove all traces of the old shit before you're going to put the new shit on, just in case like there's something in that old installation that didn't overwrite with the new installation. That's just like and it's just rather pull it off and then it's done and you can install Active Sky fresh. Chase plane will automatically update regardless if 5.1 is in, like, regardless if this hotfix is installed on your system. Chase plane will automatically update. You could update Chase plane before inserting this hotfix and it would still run either way. Chase plane is selectable viewpoints you can create and quite easy. Hang on, did I miss a question? Sorry. You're Captain Plod on Team Mangrove. No way. All right, Captain Plod. Nice little bit of PR advertising there. Pretty sure this time around iFi said to do a clean. I mean, guys, when it's an update to the sim, like a hotfix, and then Active Sky bring it out, it just do a clean Active Sky, you know. Yeah, your Chase plane profiles won't need backing up Virtual Pilot, mate. They're stored locally on your disk, and when it updates, it doesn't remove them. It leaves them on there, so you'll still have your profiles, mate. Just like the real airplanes. Yeah. Now, this scenery thing you're looking at here is hanging, right? And you're thinking, oh, it's not gonna finish, right? But just leave it. It will finish. A lot of people go, oh, it must be broke, mate. It must be hanging. Let's just nuke it. And they'll like open up their task manager and they'll end that process. And don't do that. That can wreck your sim. Just let that finish. It will eventually finish. It will eventually just disappear. And then we can continue. But some people will go, oh, it's broken. Let me remove that from here. But it isn't broken. The scenery takes a while to install sometimes and uninstall. There we go, it's gone. Right, so now that we've uninstalled the scenery, we're going to install the scenery. Mate, just got to double click it, that's it. That's as easy as it gets. Double click, next. Again, if you're on a wireless internet, right, and you're downloading this, do it through the individual files, okay? They're clearly labeled scene for scenery, content for content, and then the client's on its own, right? But you can do them individually on a wireless connection through Google Chrome, not a problem. If you're on a wired connection, right, then I suggest getting the full package, the zipped up file, okay? Either way, you do want your files zipped up because Windows 10 will corrupt these installers if you don't. Like, it will just nuke the installation. I mean, Microsoft don't like Lockheed Martin. I wonder why, you know? And honestly, I swear Microsoft make it as difficult as possible to run P3D. So as soon as you download all the individual files, zip them up into one giant file, okay? Just like you would if you were downloading the giant file. And that way you're protecting those files inside, okay? Because honestly, I just had a corrupt installation by doing it, you know, all these files and then leaving these on my system overnight and not protecting them, you know? You upgraded your rig CPU and whatever, formatted all my drives. They are really gone. Did you deactivate your license and deactivate your PMDG aircraft as well? Because if you change parts of your PC, you do need to deactivate your license before installing the new. Otherwise, it'll go, this ain't the PC I remember, mate. And it'll think it's a different PC. And you'll have to contact Lockheed Martin for them to deactivate. And it'll be a right pain in the ass. If you change your hardware, guys, deactivate your license before you change your hardware. Then when you go to, insert your new hardware, you just reactivate your license on the new hardware. Excuse me, I've been eating all day. You've done that, mate. Well, brilliant. Was something I was going to say. I can't remember now. You've noticed if you have any updates in Orbex or hang on. I've noticed if I have any updates in Orbex or Verify files, I then have to reinstall most of them, if not all of the add-on airports. Is this normal? To be honest, I've never had a point where I've had to reinstall airports after uninstalling or reinstalling the global stuff, but I recently, before doing this, have uninstalled a couple of regions and the land class, and yeah, the land class to Europe and Africa I uninstalled off Orbex. And England and Wales, I completely uninstalled it off Orbex, so I need to reinstall that now. So I can do a test on that to find out if that happens, where I need to then verify the airport files. But I still haven't verified my airport files moving out of 5.0 to 5.1, which I should do. So I'll have to verify them anyway. But yeah, when you like going from a 5.0 to 5.1, I had to verify all my Orbex files. I just haven't done the airports yet. But that it would be normal to verify all your products going from 5.0 to 5.1, but I can't imagine for a hotfix it's necessary, but it can't hurt at the end of the day, can it? Maybe I miss it, but Adam, I could also send you directions how to remove P3D mentions from registry. Hey, sometimes it's important for UK 2000 installers. We just do a registry clean, mate, on that, and it'll delete all old mentions. So, like, I've just done that, to be honest. I've just shown that on this channel. You might have missed it. 21 record viewers, Aviator. Thanks, Aviator, for keeping it current. Yeah, so once we finish this, there's a few more things we have to do, and you have to do them to get a clean installation or a clean update, okay? If you don't do it, again, you could wreck your sim. It's really simple. All you got to do is once you've finished installing, right, is load up your sim. That's it. Load up your sim and go for a flight. Like, you don't have to fly anywhere. Just load it up into a flight. And then come out of your sim, and you're supposed to then restart your PC, but I won't restart my PC then. I'll do it after this stream, because otherwise the stream goes bye-bye, doesn't it? But I do need to install Orbex products as well, so I'll do that before I, you know. Because I'm streaming, this is going to probably take a little bit longer than it actually should do. So, like on your PCs, this might take a little bit less time than it's going to on mine, because I'm using OBS, I'm using all sorts. What else am I doing? Yeah. All good luck on your updates. I have to get cracking on loading all my sim stuff back. Why are you? Oh, because you fresh update. Did you? Hang on, you didn't fresh update for this hotfix, did you, Virtual Pilot? I hope not, mate. When sim is running okay, I'll do anything in Orbex. Oh, if I do anything in Orbex, sorry. Verify or update. Well, the updates will happen automatically, Brian. You won't really have to update. They kind of happen, you know, behind your back. Sometimes you'll open it and it'll say an update, so update, always update. But verify files is just to reinstall like what is already on your hard drive. So Orbex, when you install it, it's also saving a copy of that installation on your hard drive. So if you have to verify your files, it's taking the files from locally on your hard drive rather than re-downloading them. The only problem is those files can get corrupt. So in that case, you have to uninstall and then reinstall. But those verify files will most likely, like, that's what your verify files are doing. They're just refreshing the installation. And sometimes when you install things in a layered fashion like that, some things might just need reinstalling again to know what's beneath it. It's a bit, I mean, guys, this flight sim in P3D is a bit tricky. You know what I mean? You've got to be like working at NASA to figure this shit out. Then I have to reinstall Fly Tamper and all the other add-ons. I mean, you shouldn't have to reinstall any add-ons into your scenery library, and like I have Fly Tamper as XML add-ons. I do, so like I shouldn't have to reinstall any add-on whatsoever. Then you have to fresh install has completely upgraded the rig. Oh yeah, okay, that's all right, Virtual Pilot, mate. No way I'd do this on every update or hotfix. Imagine that. Imagine having to. I mean, guys, people have removed all their add-ons. One dude in the P3D forum, honestly, was like, "I've removed all my, and then it reinstalled." I'm like, dude, that's so unnecessary, man. Don't need to do that. When my sim is okay, if I do anything on Orbex, then I have to reinstall. No, I mean, once Orbex, right, so Brian, Orbex and your other add-ons are separate dudes. Like, once you if you have to verify an Orbex, you don't really have to verify or reinstall your other add-ons. They should be fine, but if you do get a problem at an airport, just uninstall and reinstall, and that should fix whatever issue you're having. The reason Orbex have been very clever, guys. Like, Orbex Central is very good. I'm so glad it exists. It's such an easier way to manage your library of Orbex products by having this central app kind of do it for you, and then you just sort of activate and deactivate things. I wish every developer had this. We got PMDG's got the Operations Center. Sort of Fly Tampa's got their universal sort of installer, which is kind of the same thing. Who else has got one of these things? Is it not MK Studios, somebody else, another developer, Aerosoft has got their updater, and they're kind of all similar. They make it easy when you have loads of different products. It doesn't make it easy for me though, because I use FSX products in P3D version 5, and I don't want them updating or something. You know, it's not easy for me. You'll send a pic of my setup. Oh mate, no, Virtual Pilot, get in my Discord. I've got a channel devoted to flight simming where you can throw your setup in there, mate. I'd love to see it, yeah. Take care, Virtual Pilot, mate. This would be a massive pain in the backside. It's going to take me 2 to 3 days to get it back. Oh, my life. Yeah, it's going to take me 2 or 3 days to update this scenery file by the sounds of it. Anybody else have any issues? Is anybody using 5.1 right, like the hotfix right now? I hope it doesn't ruin Skyforce. I tell you, I prefer using Skyforce. I didn't have an issue at all with True Sky before this. I'm just hoping I don't have an issue now like, with it. You're right, Ross. I found that every time I open Central, it moves it all to priority over Flight Tamper, and find they become grayed out and can't move to higher priority. They become grayed out. Well, they'd only become grayed out, Ross, if you've got them installed as an add-on. Is that correct? Have you got your Flight Tamper products installed as an add-on? Okay, you have to leave for a while now. 40D here. 40 here. And Sydney, you're from Sydney, Brian. No way. I have to get the lawns done. We'll get back here soon. Yeah, no worries, mate. We'll probably be still here after you've buzzed your lawn. Don't worry about it. See you in a bit, bud. So, Ross, like, talk to me, mate. Locked. Yeah, but do you install Flight Tamper as an add-on, or is it in your scenery library installation? So for me, I've installed Flight Tamper as add-ons. So my Flight Tamper products are an XML file, right? For instance, take this one. It's an XML add-on file here, right? So this isn't in my scenery library until I pop it in myself. I've used the default installer, mate, as well, but I've installed mine as an add-on XML, so it goes in this folder here, the add-ons, yeah, in documents. Is yours in your scenery library, or is yours in here? Do you have to put yours in here, or are they in the scenery library? Like, even if they're in here, they're in the scenery library, but I think you'll only know what I mean when I boot up the sim. So basically, if you install an add-on like I do as an XML file, right, and you pop it in here, when you go into your sim, these will always be at the top. It is. Okay. So the reason they're grayed out is because you've left them in this file here. You've left them in this folder here, and you're not actively using them, right? So in your add-ons section of P3D, you've unticked the ones you don't use. Is that correct? Do you untick the Flight Tampers you're not flying with in your flight? Do you know what? I think after we install this, I'll go over a quickie with add-ons versus scenery library, because I have a feeling there's like the way you're using your add-ons, you could use it better and not have that issue. If I put every single one of my add-ons in, I got 310. I've got 310 add-ons. If I put all 310 in here at once, mate, PC would have a fit, I think. But basically, my scenery library would be 3 times bigger, I think. I only drop in as an add-on when I'm using it. So the simulator doesn't really know about it until I tell it about. So I'll tell you what, we'll go over the add-on thing after we install this. All right, Ross. Because if you've got everything in your add-ons and you're unticking, then it's deactivating it in your sim. Okay, it's still loading the file of location into your sim, but it's taking up a scenery layer, but it's not activated, so it's not loading into your sim. And Orbex will always move them around. Orbex will piss around with the priority. But if they're not in that scenery library, in other words, if you don't leave them in this folder here, then they won't. Orbex won't touch them and start moving things around. That's why I don't leave my add-ons in my add-ons folder. I remove them. I have a directory of add-ons, and then I just drag and drop what I'm going to fly in that one flight. And it keeps my sim clean, and it keeps Orbex from, getting in there and playing. I like Orbex. I do. Like, maybe not all their products, but I like Orbex. I like the way they manage Central. The way that it can actually fix your simulator if it's got a problem with it. It's really good. I don't use this Lorby. Everybody uses this Lorby organizer. Guys, I don't, because I feel like it's going to nuke your sim for you, because Orbex is going to be trying to arrange your library. Lorby, you're getting in there, rearranging your library, and it's like 2 different processes pulling your scenery library apart. And at the end of the day, there is an index file of all your add-ons in your scenery library, and they almost kind of need to remain in there as well. So if they're not in there, then things can go problematic, And if you're moving things like without the sim knowing about it, I just find that there's issues that can be had there, like when your sim goes to load. So I always let Orbex and the simulator sort out the, Looks like I'll need to restructure my folder layout. Do you know what? I saw a post in FSX once where this guy was organizing his scenery library, and he was layering it himself. And it was in regions of the world. So he had like Canada, he had America, South America, or Mexico, South America. Then there was Europe. And he kind of did it going from left to right in the world. I've organized my scenery library in a similar fashion. So my add-ons that I've installed myself are layered by where they sit in the world. So all my Canada and America stuff are near the top of the scenery library. Then you've got Mexico, then South America, the UK, the Europe. Then it goes to middle sort of like, then it goes to Africa. Then it goes to middle Europe, East Europe, and then Australia and all those islands around Japan and everything like that. And that way, I know exactly where everything is in my library. If I want to go find an Australian airport that's not an Orbex one, I know exactly where I kind of got to go in my list. But it keeps everything together nice and neat. Like, that doesn't mean anything in terms of the priority of your scenery library. It's just, that's for my peace of mind, really. But your add-ons do need to sit above Orbex's stuff. Yeah, and that central app is great for that, because as soon as you tell it where your third-party scenery ends, it can go, right, now I know where everything is. Right, we're going to start throwing in this and that, and they will order it the way it needs to be and should be ordered. So there's no need for any other organizer like Lorby or anything else to get involved. I know people use it to quickly load their sim up or something, but I don't know. I don't understand how that can be quicker, because you have to load your sim anyway for your sim to rewrite the index, and that does it on the fly every time you change your scenery library. So even though you've just done it in Lorby, when you load up your sim, it's going to do it again anyway. So you might as well do it through your simulator. I don't know. I don't trust outside interference that much, to be honest. Man, this is taking forever, guys. Yeah, there's like hot fixes and updates are two different things, and I think their website gets a little bit misleading. Like on the last update we had, it was treating it as if it was a hotfix, and I have a feeling they hadn't removed some entries of text or updated their website from previous. So a hotfix doesn't require a complete reinstall of your simulator. Upgrade to 5.0 to 5.1 or going from 5.1 to 5.2 does need everything removing and then everything putting back in again. And I'm just talking about the sim, the P3D sim, not your add-ons. But a hotfix, you only need to really change what has been changed. I mean, most likely in the next hotfix, content and scenery, all of it will probably need updating. There'll probably be fixes for all of them, but it doesn't mean the academic one that you'll need to change that. That's only when there's a major version update to 5.2. Hey, Loxley. Take care, mate. At the end of the day, there's a right way of doing something, there's a wrong way of doing it in flight simulation. If you do it the wrong way, the quick way, the easy way, you're going to end up having to reinstall everything from scratch because something's going to get nuked. You're not going to know what it is, and the only way to clear it is to start again. Or you could do it the right way, and if you do get an issue, you know exactly what it's going to be. I'm coming back. Okay. So where was everybody's last flight? Where was everybody's last... I can't even think where mine was, actually. I don't even know where mine was. Well, I did do that flight in Japan. I suppose that was my last one, yeah. The flight. I went from a couple of islands. What's a hot fix? A hot fix, Loxley, is a really good-looking girl who will sort you out. You went from Miami to SKBO. That's Mexico, innit? South America, Mexico. That's Sao Paulo, innit? Down in New Mexico. South America, sorry. Hang on, let me... What am I doing? My thing's not there. Port Moresby, the Carnes? Nice. Oh, Bogota, is that it? Where did that go? I'm clicking it. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Here's my airports, guys. I've made my own little Google thing here. That way I can keep track of everything that I've installed. So I know exactly where all my airports are. So, yeah, South America. Bogota in here. Where's my mouse gone? Oh. Is it that one? No. Is this one? No. It's near the top, innit, mate? Somewhere around here, innit, mate? It's one of these. I'll find. There it is. Yeah. In Colombia. Yeah, that's it, Colombia. Thanks, Eric. Sounds like Cans. Yeah, whenever I do a flight, I always this is where I start. This is the flight planning section. This is so I go right. I'm gonna start in Cape Town. Where am I gonna fly to? Right, we're gonna fly to where are we flying to? Timonian Airport, and then I can work out what the distance is, and then will my plane get me there? And then that way I know exactly what I've got in my sim. Everything's there, organized. Hey guys, anybody who's a subscriber of this YouTube channel, by the way, let me just... You guys are all first-class passengers in my Discord. I didn't know if you knew this or not. I have a career mode in my Discord where you guys, for subscribing to my channel, you become first-class passengers, and you can rank up, okay? And when you reach cabin crew, you get to jump into Discord with me, and when we're flying, you can come into the flight deck like a member of the cabin crew, and we get to chat and chill out and have fun. And then when you get to first officer, you get to be a part of that flight on the Twitch stream. It's really quite fun. And when you get to be captain, we do shared cockpits. There we go, we're finished. Right. Also, just double check that everything's installed correctly before you do anything else. So back out into programs, come back and go, yep, everything's there, and check these numbers here. You know, 829, 829, yep, they still say 742. Lovely jabbly. That's it, right? We've sorted that now. A lot better than my drawing map on paper. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Now you'll notice that your icon here has probably disappeared, right? First things first, when you get to your icon, right? Very important. Go to properties, okay? Go to compatibility and go to change settings for all users and make sure these two are ticked. Disable full screen optimizations and run this program as an admin. Very, very important. If you haven't got this in your sim already, guys, apply it right now, okay? And click OK. That will prevent any permission problems, right? For access to your sim, or for your sim to access your PC, okay? And then run your sim, right? Boot up your sim, right? For the very first time after applying the hotfix, just run your sim. Now, this is important. If you install P3D for the first time, if you update from 5.0 to 5.1, or if you add a hotfix, it's very important that you run the sim one time, okay? Because there's other files right now that are installing, okay, from a temp file into your sim. There's folders being generated, there's magic happening, there's just all sorts of mystical stuff happening, okay? So before we install anything else, we're going to run the sim for one time. Again, this is just like a testing thing, so you don't need to have your weather programs going. I haven't even installed Active Sky yet. We're going to do that as well. But everything's going to be just as is, you know. And you'll see once I go into my scenery library and my add-ons, everything's still there. Nothing has changed. Here we go. It's building it's right in the scenery index right now. See, it does that anyway, so there's no point in doing it with Lorby. It's a waste. Oh, FYI, but guys, Skyforce coming to version 5 within the month. Hey, Eric, you're late to the stream. You actually updated everything in the hotfix and not just the client. Okay, Eric. Just for you, mate. This is exactly what we did. Okay. First off, we ran a scan on our PC to make sure our PC's working okay. So we did the old SFC scan now thing, right? If you don't know what that is, please ask in the comments. We also made sure our drivers were updated and that Windows was updated. And then we obviously downloaded the P3D software. And we downloaded the entire package, right?
Virtual Bernatow has just boarded the plane.
And then I uninstalled Active Sky completely and CloudArt completely because there's a new fix for that. And there's a SimConnect fix for it as well. So it's like, you know, it's best just to wipe off the old stuff and start again. And then we uninstalled the client and then installed the new client. And then we uninstalled the scenery and then we installed the scenery. And that's it. That's all we've done so far. You don't even know what a hotfix... Oh, sorry, Loxley, mate. Okay, well, for Loxley's benefit, right? By the way, everybody, Loxley is not a flight simulator enthusiast. He's just a mate of mine that I know, okay? He doesn't know... He doesn't flight sim. He has accompanied me when I was flying a plane, but that's it, as far as it, right? So, Loxley, this is for you, mate. The... You got your P3D program, 5.0, 5.1, whatever, right? But then it's eventually gonna become 5.2, okay? And it'll be 5.3, it'll be 5.4, and that's just the way the Lockheed Martin work their simulator. But in between these 0.1s to 0.2s, there's these tiny little updates, like, oh, dude, we forgot to put this in, or, oh, we found out this is actually glitched, we need to fix it quick. So they'll just quickly throw out a little hotfix. Now, there could be up to 3 hotfixes before we move into version 2, and that's just the way life is at the end of the day. So a hotfix is just a temporary, oh, bugger, we forgot this moment. So there we go. There's the scenery library. Everything's back in place. I haven't even uninstalled anything, really. It's all as it should be. Same with the add-ons. They're all there. There's Orbex. That's installed. Haven't even opened up the Orbex app yet to verify or anything. All my profiles are still there that I use, and I heavily recommend using profiles, guys. Heavily recommend. Everything's there as it should be. Nothing's really changed. And now I'm going to run, not using the default plane though, because I find that that's a bit of a bite sometimes. We're just going to load up at the default airport and load into the simulator. And this is important that this happens, loading into the sim for the first time. So basically, yeah, it's just a patch basically, mate. Just a patch update. That's all it is. What is the scan you do before installing the hotfix? Oh, okay, sorry, okay, mate. So, go into your search bar here and type CMD, and it'll bring up a command prompt. And right-click on that and run as admin, okay? Now, I'm not going to press enter, but what you type into the command prompt is SFC space / scan now as one word. Okay, you type in those words there, okay? You can see that, can you? Yeah. In fact, let's... Oh, dude, I've just copied and pasted it. Hang on. Basically, this, mate. Okay? You type that in, and then you click enter, right? You only do the 1, by the way. You don't do 2. Like I've accidentally done 2 there. You just do the 1 lot. And then you click enter. And basically what it does, Eric, is Windows checks itself to make sure there's no corrupt files, that there's no missing files, that the Windows operating system is correct. Now, that scan is just a quick one, right? And I'd advise to do it 3 times in a row. And when you have 3 returns on there's no violations, you've got an okay operating system. It doesn't mean that there isn't going to be a problem, but the high chance of a problem being in your operating system being corrupt is less likely. Plus, if there are missing files, if there are corrupt files, it will fix them for you. So you don't have to worry about that. It's a great troubleshooting for if you get into trouble with something not right, you know, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Now, when you load up your sim, it may be a bit weird when you first load in. You might load in and go, oh, hang on a sec, this don't look right, mate. Everything's weird, right? But all you have to do is come out, okay? And if you're a Black Marble user, I'll show you what to do. But if you're not, just restart your PC and it will work again. Here's a little tip for you guys, okay? Here's a little Adam's top tip. When you load in at a place, go to the outside view of your plane like this, right? Once the plane's loaded up, like, and do a 360 spin like this, okay? And I'm getting a stutter because I'm streaming on OBS, but if you can do this without it stuttering or it like glitching, then you know everything's loading into your sim. Everything's working good in your sim. You're going to get the performance you're kind of going after, which in my case, 30 frames. And that's what I go after, right? So if you can do this in your sim at an airport using any aircraft, you know that there's going to be no problems in that flight, scenery-wise. Because if you suddenly twist the camera and suddenly, at a certain spot, it starts to stutter, you know that whatever you're looking at in that direction, there's a problem with the scenery, okay? Same with going up like this. If you go up high, I mean, I'm not even bothered that there's no runway there, to be honest. This is just default bullshit, this is. Scroll round like this, okay? And if anything is problematic, it will stutter and it will be problematic, right? If you do that and there's no problem, then you've got a good chance that you're never going to see a crash on that flight. Right, so we shut our sim down, okay? Now, this is the point when you restart your PC, okay? Obviously, I can't restart my PC now because I'm bloody streaming. So you guys would all be gone if I restarted my PC. But right now, restart your PC, okay? And you'll be good to go. Me, I'm actually going to open up Orbex and do one more thing to show you guys before I do restart my PC. And when I restart my PC, that'll be the end of the stream. So open up Orbex, right? If you have graphical glitches, if you have anything weird going on by doing just what we've done now, right? All you have to do is verify your files, your global files and stuff, okay? That's it. You don't have to sync your simulator or anything like that. Just verify your files. Me, I'm actually going to install some files, to be honest, because I actually uninstalled some stuff. So I'm going to make sure, put them in the library. I'm gonna install the shit that I uninstalled first, and then I'm gonna install Active Sky and CloudArt, and that's it. Oh hello, it's 11:10. Bloody hell! I'm guessing everybody watching lives in America. I'm the only madman awake near enough till midnight in the UK. Oh yeah, mate, you're going from Japan to Honolulu. Flying right now. Oh, wicked, Dab. Nice one. Little dab-a-do you on that, yeah. Does anybody have any questions about what I've just run through, by the way? Because now is the time. Like, if you've got like, oh, I'm not sure about that, mate. Now is the time. Like, I'll leave this video up so everybody can like come back to it and have a look at it again. You know, I just want everybody to be able to fly. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Like, anybody's having issues getting their sim in the air, jump into my Discord. I've got a help channel where you can get tech support for any issue in P3D, or you can actually one-to-one me. We will share screens, and I will work on you until you're flying in your sim the way you want it. So if anybody's got any issues or anything like that, my Discord link is down below. Jump in there. Just jump in there anyway, guys. There's an actual career mode in there. Yeah, guys, do you want a career mode? I'll give you one. It's free. Don't have to spend any money. Seriously. And you're already a first-class passenger for hitting that subscribe button, you know? And I'll also like you more if you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on if you like me or not. If you don't like me, give me a thumbs down. If you do like me, give me a thumbs up. That's an easy one, isn't it? You're not going to ask because anything PC related or simulated is like Japanese to me. And that's the best thing about consoles, yeah? Is that everything is under the hood. It's been sorted. You don't have to tweak. You don't have to get in there and mess with files. It all just works, you know? It may not be as good as a PC because it can quickly get outdated, but it just works. That's why I enjoy playing on a console from time to time. Everybody in the UK has been going nuts because the PlayStation 5 just launched. I had a mate who went out 4 a.m. in the morning, where's my PS5? And the store don't open till 8 a.m. Luckily, they came out early and gave it to him at 6, so we only had to wait 2 hours. Bless his soul. But he's been happy as Larry, he has. He's been playing on it all day, I bet. Right, so I mean, I'm not gonna hang around. I'm not gonna make you guys watch this because this is just me installing my Orbex stuff. But all you have to do if you're having any type of graphical glitches, just verify your files. That's it. And what it does is it reinstalls it into your sim, and it'll be good to go. When I loaded my sim up just then, we were in Florida, but nothing in Florida is activated for me. It's all default crap, so it looked like pain. I've actually got all my stuff activated in Japan because I'm doing making some scenery there. So I know my sim's gonna work. All I need to do is install Active Sky and Cloud Art, and that is it. Done and dusted. Restart the PC, run a registry check to make sure that there's no rogue files anywhere, and then that's it, mate. Go fly, innit? It's so easy. The new consoles are catching fire and smoking. I've seen 6 videos to where it's happened. Yeah, they're probably just idiots, mate. They probably put their bloody PS5 on a bloody radiator or a fucking open fire, or they've left it on for 3 days straight or something, But anyway, guys, that's basically it, guys. I mean, if no one else has got any more questions, then I think we're done here, guys. I'm gonna install the SDK as well because I need to because I make scenery for my sim, so I need to do that. But otherwise, if you've just followed this, you're good to go, guys. Restart your PC. That's the final piece of important information. Restart your PC for changes to take effect. And after that, that's it, guys. I have the money for the PS5, but I'm waiting for 6 months before I get it. Yeah, I'm probably going to wait for a few months, mate, as well. I got the PS4 still, mate. And a PS3 sitting right on top of it. This camera is sitting on top of a PS3 right now, which is sitting on top of a PS4. Okay? Anyway, guys, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do have some videos coming out. I'm just going to quickly do a quick plug for my channel, which I don't usually do, but somebody accused me of trying to make money off you guys, so I thought, well, I might as well then, if they're getting accused of it. I might as well. So I've got some videos coming out from the sim market. I do reviews for their products. So I've got a couple of airports that I'm doing and the Quality Wing 787 that I'm reviewing. And that's going to be a full-on review, not just a quick spotlight. So that's going to be coming in the next 2 weeks, that 787. There's going to be an airport coming in next week. And probably some more P3D stuff coming this week. So, are you running a single monitor or multiple monitors? I have multiple monitors, Ross. So, I have my main 4K display here, okay? And then I have a side separate monitor here. And when I have my 2 PCs, obviously I've then got a third monitor to look at. And that's where the chat usually is on that third monitor. And what I do when I have my 2 PC setup, that's how I usually stream. And I get brilliant. My main PC here is the flight sim. And then everything else is put on the other PC. And that's great for me. But today, unfortunately, I've only got my normal PC because I'm in a temporary accommodation thing. So I can only use the same one PC, I'm afraid. We've all got to earn a crust, young man. Nothing wrong with that. Mate, I'm not here to make money off you guys. Seriously, you guys like watching my videos. Yes, that does help me, but I'm not here to make money off your misery. Seriously, I have put in hours of support in my Discord helping people for free. Somebody actually said I do need to start charging, and I'm like, why would I charge? I'm not a professional. This isn't my job. I'm happy to help anyone for free, okay, to get you flying in the air again. Like, and I'll work on you for a week if I have to. Join my Discord. You know, I'm there every day because we're on lockdown here till December. So I got nothing to do but flight sim. So I'm happy to devote my time. I got no girlfriend. That psycho bitch left me. So it's like I'm here for flight sim, guys. I'm here for you guys. So I'm happy to help anyone. And I'm not in it for the money. There is no money. So anyway, guys, mate, I gotta go. I'm gonna say goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching, and I love you all, mate. Honestly, and I shall see you in the virtual skies. I'll be getting on VATSIM soon, so yeah. Anyway, check out my Twitch channel as well. Yeah, there you go. There's a plug. Take care, guys. Bye bye. I gotta do this right, otherwise it just looks silly now. Here we go. Oh, lovely. Ba-boom. Oh, that was a rip. What's the bloody mean?
I found a better way to fly. I found a better way to touch the sky.
Shit! No, Ross, are you still there, mate? Turn the music off. Oh, bloody hell, which one is it? Ross, come back, mate. Kill the music. What's going on? There we go. Hang on a second, mate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, Ross. Ross, are you still there, mate? Tell me you're still there in the chat. I forgot to do that thing with you, mate. Ross, mate. Have you gone? Are you still there? I was meant to show you something in the add-on scenery library, and I just remembered. Yeah? Oh, he's gone, hasn't he? Bugger. Oh. I'm going to have to show it anyway, because... do you know what? Ross, catch me in Discord. All right. Good night.